this thing up on crap gas and clean it all out. I'm gonna tighten that up some. Feels a little loose. Definitely loose. See that washer moving. Oh yeah, the whole bolt's loose. Wonderful. Alright, well, now that we're done with that nonsense with the stupid green car, I really want to hunker down and start working on this. The floor pans came in while I was away, so it's time to actually order another set. I gotta start, I'm gonna lay these things in there and see where I actually have to cut out so I can start doing this. And then got to buy the speed nuts to weld on, and then it doesn't have the seat brace either. Some more about, you know, I'm going to start doing that very soon, probably this weekend. Focus. I got the radiator mocked up in. I don't know if I showed you this, so I got to make mounts. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do this one yet. I don't know. I mean, I got weld bungs on here. I could just, you know, weld something from here straight down to both of them and be rigid. But we're going to start putting the motor together. I know I talked about this. I got the full BTR Truck Norris kit for my truck, but I just simply don't need it for the truck. I want it for the truck, but I want the convertible. So I'm going to take that full BTR kit. I have almost all the gaskets. I got piston rings, oil pump. The water pump is still for the truck because I have the water pump, my old water pump off my car. Valve seals, cam gears, all the gaskets, blah, 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 blah. We're going to put the motor together for this car sooner than later. I got an old set of lifters that I pulled out of my green car a long time ago when one of the motors went. I don't think it was when one of the motors went. I can't remember when I pulled them out. But I have a set of lifters that I'm going to use. We have, I don't know, it's either one of these. One's a 4.8, one's a 5.3. I'm going to use the 5.3. They're both iron motors. Both Gen 4s. I just got to run the number on the cranks. I think this is the 5.3 because that has the pan. This was the 4.8. But I have a good 5.3 crank here, which came out of my aluminum block that is now in my car. I moved everything around cleaning. So, wherever the stuff is, I'm going to dig this out. And we're going to get that motor together here very soon. I need an oil pump. I have push rods. I have lifters. It's going to get stock rockers. What else? Oh, I'm waiting on my bearings to come in. Those were supposed to come in. I'm just going to clean everything up, driveway freshen up, driveway rebuild. Stock Gen 4 5.3 with a cam. $7.99 heads. Wherever. Like, I don't know where anything went. Oh, I know where it all is. It's all under here. So, I don't know if you can see. There's a set of heads right there. So, we'll take those apart. We'll clean those all up. You know, quick at-home valve job on them. Reseal it. New valve gaskets. New valve seals. Valve springs, retainers. Slam it all together. I'll get the motor done. I gotta order a flex plate, and I probably should put a torque converter in this car. I do have the 4L80 that I got. It's got a stock torque converter in it. But I should probably put a decent converter behind it. I don't know, maybe I'll just pick up one of those Circle D units, or I'm not putting no $1,500 converter in this car, that is for sure. I'd like to have the whole drivetrain on a dolly ready to go in the car. So whatever I was saying, I got interrupted. The city trenched to my house for a water line, which the water line is, I mean, they took 12 feet out of my yard from the street to the house. Invisible dog fence is ruined. They ripped the service off my house, so it's been a fiasco. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I want to get the convertible done. I talked to my buddy Mark. His wife's got a ZL1 Camaro convertible, and we're like, yo, should finish this. We should do drag week with the convertibles. No trailers, no BS. Like, just go there, make some nonsense passes, and call it a day. The problem is convertibles, you can't run faster than 13.5. If it was a hardtop, it'd be 1150. So this car might get a 6-point roll bar in it with swing. I don't know if I can do swing out bars. It can't get a roll bar if I can't do swing out bars. If I can't take those bars out, I want to put a roll bar in the car regardless, just for safety on the street. There's no, you flip that thing, you're fucking dead. So I wanted to put a 4-point bar in anyway. But if I do a 6-point with swing out bars, the wife, I can just pull the bars out and the wife can drive it, and we can go racing and do that. Because, you know, I might put a bottle in this car. I'm not a big nitrous guy, but I wouldn't mind putting a 100 shot on it and calling it a day. But I think we're gonna clean this thing out. I'm gonna take this air hose in. Move all this garbage and get back to work cutting on these floors, because these got to get, I caught a couple edges, but it's not too shabby. If you, that's the game plan. We'll start. Oh, I want to get this top bolted back in, because I'm not doing anything back here. So I can have the top in and everything bolted down. It's not like I'm going to even paint in here. I don't care that much. This is all covered by panels. So I want to get the top in there. It's kind of heavy. It's kind of a pain in the ass, because I want to get it like out of the way. I want to actuate it so I can actually clean it. And then this, I still need to get rear springs for this. Because once it becomes actually steerable and rollable, I want to bring it to Tony's shop and have him shoot the engine bay for me. Shoot it black. You know, I'll pull everything out minus the suspension and just shoot it satin black. And then I could come home and start installing everything. And then once it runs and drives, I could literally just drive it to him and have him paint everything, you know. It's just going to be satin black, the whole car. That's what we're doing here. Anyway, let's get to work cleaning this out. Alright, we changed plans. Decided to go racing. It's been a busy 2 weeks. I haven't really been able to get anything done. I mean, I fitted the 112-inch wheel. Made sure that all fits. I need to get some washers for the 5/8 studs, but that's it. So we're actually loaded up. Plugging in the lights right now because I can't see a dang thing. Because for whatever reason, the Ford I'll put those on. I don't need this, I need this. For whatever reason, the Ford does not put power through the trailer plug with it off. So my small interior lights, hold on here. So my small interior lights These one right here used to work on the Chevy. They don't work on the Chevy. Oh, they don't work on the Ford, I should say. So, got like 8-9 gallons of fuel. Car's loaded. I'm getting the correct tools and spare parts in here. We're going up to Lebanon Valley. Go testing. Scotty and Ralph have a No Time No Rules event. Testing tomorrow. And the event is actually Sunday. I'm not staying. I don't care about heads up racing. I don't care about no time racing. It's not my thing. It's not my scene. But I know the track's going to be good, so I'm going to go there tomorrow. And I'm not looking for any sort of number. I haven't made a pass in 11 months. It's a long time, especially on a car that's moderately quick. You know, last time out in this car I went 5.0. Dave went 5.35. It's not turned up, so I'm gonna probably leave the same tune in it. We might have to change a little bit because it's all gonna be a lot cooler. I think it's gonna be like 20 degrees cooler than when he was out. So we'll check the tune up on everything, and I'm mainly going to get some laps, get me comfortable in the car again. I'm only gonna do 1/8 mile passes, give or take. You know, I'm not running out to the quarter. The main reason why I'm not running the quarter is the bumper's cracking. It started cracking, so I haven't done any quarter mile racing in 2 years, but it started cracking 2 years ago when I was doing 170 in the quarter, and it's because there's no support on it. Dave watched it on the top end, and the whole front of the bumper's shoved up under the car, so I need to build a tree for the bumper because now the car should do much better than 170. So we're gonna do the 1/8 mile stuff. The event goes from 10 to 5. I'm not looking to be there all day and night. I'd like to get home somewhat early so I can get the car unloaded and the trailer put back where it goes and all of that stuff, and not have to carry it over into Sunday. So if I get 3-4 passes, I'm completely fine. You know, I'm fine with that, and we'll see what it does. I gotta get comfortable back in the car again. Nervous? Like I said, you spend that much time out of the car, stuff happens. You know, you get rusty. You know, you're not as quick on it because you're not comfortable in the car again. Some people are different. Some people are like me. You know, some people get in a car after being out of it for 5 years and not be a problem. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make a nice, easy mid 5-second pass and go from there. I need to get the butterflies out. All that's gonna be new again tomorrow until I make that first pass. So we'll pick back up in the morning. I gotta load a couple more things. I gotta charge this camera because this thing's dead, and I'll see you tomorrow. We've made it to Lebanon. We're sitting in a line. It took us just about 2 hours to get here. I don't know why everybody's walking up to the booth, and I can't go nowhere. I've already paid. I got my recipient here. But I can't go around. So it's foggy as crap. It rained. So everything's wet. I don't hear anything drying.
They were driving up and down the track.
Yeah, I just saw them driving, but
yeah, I think that's how they're trying to dry it.
By driving on it?
Yeah, driving on it.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
I mean, racing doesn't start for another hour and 20, and the fog is lifting. It's
really not bad here.
Yeah, there goes an ambulance.
They're literally driving.
Yeah. So we're gonna get in here. Oh, look at that! I'll take that. This big stupid Ford sticker on it though. Rock solid cargo. We're gonna get in here, get unloaded, get set up. The only thing I gotta do to the car is put fuel in it. Fill out my tech card, get everything, all my safety gear down that hasn't been off the shelf in a year. I put it up there like December after I washed it. And yeah, we wait to make a pass, so soon enough. All right, we are all set up here, just getting the tent out. First time using it. I haven't seen how big this thing was, but that's perfect. It was like Lowe's, 200 bucks. I am not at all mad at it. So we're just strapping her down and going from there. But went through tech. Most stringent tech I've been through so far. Checked my neutral safety switch, checked my kill switch, got on me about no roll bar padding. I'm like, geez, all right. But got through. They're still drying the track. It rained here last night, so the track is still very wet. And they're in the middle of doing it now. So we're waiting. Like, it's not hot, but the sun's hot. So what are you doing? Go to the top. Look, just loop it. Just go to like the corner, like here. Like, yeah. You just gotta put weight on it. Oh, this is nice. Big tire, but it's nice. Twin turbo. Love me a Nova. So we're gonna wait for the first call. I mean, they were supposed to start at 10. It's 9:58 and I still hear them drying. Or someone, yeah. So a little bit more time. We'll make I'm not trying to be first down the track because this thing was moist an hour ago. So I'll let some pairs go and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna put the GoPro one on the helmet and I'm gonna give this camera to Dave to use. And yeah, that's gonna be the footage for today.
What'd you do?
Apparently that's what happens when you turn it up a wee bit too much.
Well, that was unexpected. It was, she was riding. Went 122. Went 122 on the back tires. So, checking everything out, car's still dying. You know, it's still, so when I set it down, and stabbed it, the car shut off. So I think I might have fixed it. I rotated, golly. Oof, look at that thing. So I had the, what I think is happening, I have the contactor pointing north to south, the battery contactor. I just turned it horizontally, so it's east to west, because I'm wondering if the contactor's slamming shut when it gets some G's into it. So we're gonna find out and go from there.
Like, it's not taking much to shut it off. Like,
Well, as you can see in the GoPro, the car shut off once again. Didn't even make it 60 feet. And it felt good. It felt like it was gonna go. I'm so pissed off. You know, you spend all this money to upgrade things and they just don't fucking work. I don't want to bypass. I thought about bypassing the contactor to see if it's the kill switch. It's got to be either the kill switch or my ignition switch, one of the two, because it's complete and utter power shutdown. The whole car goes dead. What's weird is I cycle the key, it turns back on.
Really making me rethink my whole wiring shit. I was planning on doing this, but if I'm gonna have that type of issue, I will literally run a big ass wire back to the trunk.
I have a big wires back to the trunk. It just simply makes it easier for the switches.
I know, but I didn't want to run a big wire to the trunk. I was gonna put
the battery up front.
Yeah, I was gonna put the battery up front, put the contactor inside the car, and then fucking just run the little wire to the back to the switch.
I wonder how the ECU Master solid state one is. They make like a box one.
The box, yeah.
I wonder how that one is. Because then I don't gotta change much. You know, I could put it right in its place. But
Ain't nobody got one of them things? Scotty doesn't have to target it.
no. I don't know. So
Somebody's gotta have a spare one of them fucking things. Even if they just let us try the fucking thing.
yeah.
You know? So if we put another contactor in it, and we make it pass, and it doesn't shut off, then fuck that contactor, throw it in the garbage, get another one.
Yep.
If we put a contactor in it, and it shuts off, then...
good.
I bet.
Did you fix your fucking thing? That sucks.
Yep.
You almost had ball.
Huh?
You almost had ball, whatever I want. I don't have to. Watch out!
Oh, right. Oh, that's what you get for running a nitrous car.
It was pissed.
Well, if I ran a nitrous car, I'd be mad too. Well, you better re-prep that lane. the Calypso car?
Of course, man.
Fucking wrong,
Come on,
with you,
bro.
boy. That's why you lost. That's why you lost. Yes, the fucker was riding.
Yeah, he was fucking banging the
It was
gear.
riding. If he was automatic, he would have won.
I got the white car. I got the white car. I got the white car.
Because they faster. I take the white car too. I'm out too. I had 2 20s left. That was it. It's supposedly you got 500 already. No, that white car goes like clockwork too. I'm running it very fast before. I can't wait to practice getting that. Until that thing gets full card. So the video started out a little bit different, but like I got a new vlogging camera, so it's a little bit shaky. Apologize, a little bit auto-focusing. Still learning it. The first 2 recordings I did were in slow motion with no sound. So that's why we started where we started. I didn't do anything after the second pass. You know, there's no point to continue to make passes if you haven't fixed anything. I don't know what I'm going to quite do yet. I think I'm going to pull... I don't even know. Devin said to me, well, check your inertia switch in your PDM and see if it's shutting off over 1G. I did that. It was set for 3.5 Gs, so I don't think it's that. I turned the inertia switch off anyway, but I don't think it's that. I went 2.4, you know. I don't know. The problem is it's so isolated to one system. It's not like, oh, the chassis is shutting down or the engine's just shutting down. It's going 0 voltage. Someone walks up and slaps the kill switch, it's shutting down the whole car. So I know it's a problem from the battery to my panels, right? All of it. Like, so it's not like it's just a loose wire here or there, because the entire car is shutting down. You know, it's everything. What's really throwing me for a loop is I cycle the... Now, mind you, when Dave took it out a couple of weeks ago, he had the same problems, and we thought it was the kill switch in the back of the car. I changed that. It's not that. Problem is, I could cycle the key, as you see in the video, fires right back up. I don't know. I don't know what to check. I don't know what to do. What I want to do is I'm going to take a 4-gauge jumper cable and jump the contactor and see if it still does it. Because if it's a problem up here... What the hell is that noise? I would assume it still shuts it down. But like I said, I keep my chassis and my engine separate. That's 2 completely separate systems. It gets power from the same place. I don't know. I'm frustrated. I'm really, really frustrated with it. You know, it's been a shitty year with this car. It's a shitty year with parts. First time in the car, it stands it. I mean, it was going to the bumper if I let it. You know, if I stayed in it, it was going to go to the bumper. The car's never wheelied more than 6 inches. Ever. So these shocks, I'm going to have to send them out this winter and get them revalved because they're full tight. And they're essentially doing nothing. We have the limiters 1 hole from being maxed out. So the second pass, we moved the limiters. I tightened up compression on the front shocks. I didn't touch the rear. And I think we moved the ramp out a little bit. It didn't matter. The car shut off 40 feet. It didn't even make it to the 60. The rear, when it did the wheelie, 2.4 Gs on the hit. It went 122 on the rear tires. So last year at Street and Yeet, I went 119 at 2.2 Gs. So it's got a good, this engine got a good bit more power than the stock bottom end one. We're leaving at the same boost in RPM as we did last year, and it's got a whole lot more power. But like like I said, I'm frustrated. I don't even know what to do. There you go. So since it did it to me in third gear or second gear on the track, I mean, I didn't even make it to 5,000 RPMs and it shut off. I'm going to leave the radials on, I'm going to leave fuel in it, and I'm going to go out onto the connector and just see, you know, if I could do a 40, 50 mile an hour pull and get it to recreate it. I'll pull over, you know, I'll put a jumper wire on it and still see if it recreates it. Like, I don't know if it's my ignition switch because I have the contactor wired through the ignition as a kill switch, so I might pull that off and just put it on a normal switch, like a toggle. I don't know. We're gonna, but I mean, street and yeet. I'm literally supposed to leave in 30 days for street and yeet, and I haven't made a full pass. I mean, this car's made one full pass. It went 535, which was promising because it did it on like 8 pounds less boost than on the engine last year. So it's 4-second capable all day. I just need it to cooperate. And I'm not mad. I'm frustrated. Like, you can't succeed in your program if you don't test. And the car has staged 7 times this year. So I don't expect to go to street and yeet and do as good as I did last year. Well, I didn't do great I was doing great until the motor blew up. You know, I was in second place. I believe I was in second place pretty much the whole event. And I was in the top 8 fastest cars of the event, which blew my mind with a fucking stock bottom end LS motor. And it literally blew the motor. But I got it figured out. I want my other rim. The other rim is done. The other 15 by 12 is done. I just need to pick it up, and then I can put those on. But that don't matter if I can't figure out the electrical problems. So I'm going to start digging into all my wiring. Not much of it changed engine-wise. I don't think any of it changed engine-wise, actually. So, just the smart coils. Till the next one, guys. Get in your garage, grab a cold drink, get to work on your hot rod. Have a great night.